YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Marco.
And your girl Q.
All right, what we talking about today, Q?
We're going to talk about Nicki Minaj, also known as Miss Petty, literally, and her husband versus Meek Mill.
Yeah. So if you don't know, about a week or two ago, they got into it when they were out there in California. I think they was in the Gucci store. What store was that? Gucci?
I'm not even sure, honestly. Was it? Why? I'm not even sure. Some designer store.
Yeah, some designer store. So what happened was Meek Mill was inside, and I guess Nicki and Mr. Petty was in. I'm calling him Mr. Petty. I'm bugging.
He is
Nicki
Mr.
and
Petty,
her husband. Nicki and her husband was up in there, and Meek Mill was up in there, and they got into a shouting match. You know what I mean? And making white people.
I'm talking.
Real nervous, you know what I mean? And
I'm sure the store was probably shut down or something. I don't really remember. The audio was kind of, distorted, but you would hear Nicki hollering back and forth, going back and forth, so they didn't really get anywhere in the store. But if they were going to, that was the time to do it.
Yeah, so Meek Mill be doing some real goofy shit sometimes, because let me tell you something. If I'm up in the store and I run into my ex and her boyfriend, I'm not paying them no attention. Like, I don't got time worrying about what my ex and them doing. And if she did say something to me, I'll just be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
And especially with a pregnant girlfriend at home. Like,
no. From what I understand, his girl was there. If you don't know, Meek Mill is with Milano.
Yes.
Which is a fashion designer from Philadelphia.
Very pretty.
You know what I mean? Independent. I respect Milano because her shit is really hot. Her clothes is really hot. Like, it's dope. I
agree.
I ain't gonna hold you. It's really dope. So he was actually with her and he carrying on like this. So the problem with Nicki is Nicki be putting her husband on the front line. She be front lining him a lot. You know what I mean? As a husband, you should protect your woman at all times, but it feels like dealing when Nicki be pillow talking him into attempted, murder. You know what I mean? Like she want him to.
I mean, he is kind of buff, so I think she's like using him as her pit bull, like she does.
Well, you see, he comes from a lower tax bracket, you know what I mean? Lower tax, and he hit it out the park because at the end of the day, no matter what you say about Nicki, she a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? She look good. You know what I'm saying? Then add in the fact that she has the bag. She's a multi-millionaire.
Right.
So now this dude lifestyle changes drastically overnight because now he's with Nicki Minaj. So he gotta do things to keep her. See what I'm saying? He got to show his loyalty somewhere or the other. Ain't like he could help pay any bills.
You don't know this man's income. You don't know. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't have as much money as Nicki. However,
my nigga, Nicki Minaj bills is probably over $100,000 a month. What is he paying?
You don't know this man's
income. He probably can't even pay the cell phone bill, my nigga. Like, nah.
Well,
so
go ahead.
So he gotta hold it down. He gotta, pipe her down and then protect her every time she has a problem. So she be hyping him up to do certain things. And this is one of those instances. It's not like he could sit there and tell Nicki, "Hey, yo, relax." You know how you tell your girl, yo, relax. When she getting too out of hand, you can't tell someone with the bag, relax. Like, nigga, who is you talking to? Nigga, I want you to fight this nigga. You fight this nigga. So anyway, so that happened. Nothing happened out of that. They didn't fight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But then
a couple of weeks later, or however,
like a week, like a few days.
Yeah, it might have been. Was it that? A couple of days later, the feud sparks back up. Now we're on the internet, and Miss Petty really got petty with us this time. There's a lot of times that Nicki does have time on her hands, and she'll go back and forth with somebody. This time she had some fire. She released some fire.
Yeah, I don't mind this what usually what Nicki Minaj do. I'd be like, yo, this girl, she definitely has too much time on her hands. But I don't mind this one at all, because if you're Nicki Minaj and someone does a meme on her husband, right? You know, a million people are sitting there tagging her, so she's seeing it, and I know she's getting frustrated because Meek Mill be doing the most. So she decided to get at Meek Mill, as she should, defending her husband.
The meme. He just liked the meme that somebody else created, and then everybody tagged her. He didn't make the meme.
Why is this man liking shit like that?
That was a good meme. That was a good one. That Jimmy Jazz, that was a good one. That outfit looked fresh like the mannequin. that outfit.
First of all, ain't nothing wrong with wearing Jimmy Jazz.
Listen,
nothing wrong with shopping.
My son shops at Jimmy Jazz. Okay,
nothing wrong with that.
All I'm saying is Nicki Minaj's boyfriend should not be husband, should not be the mannequin for Jimmy Jazz. And that was a good one. And I'm not mad at Meek for liking it. But then
also, that's not the only, that's the thing that really started, but it also was an unreleased track from Meek Mill that James Harden was playing on his Instagram or his Insta story, and where Meek Mill was saying, he was referring to some female.
You was supposed to be my Beyonce, now you this nigga fiance? What? Fuck you mean you feel a connection? He listened to you, what? This nigga with Balenciaga with bootcut jeans. What the fuck, you losing your mind? Hey, yo, call my fucking phone back, yo.
One of his exes saying, your new boyfriend wear Balenciagas with bootcut jeans. And I ain't gonna hold you. Mr. Petty do look like he wear bootcut jeans.
Well, Nicki, in her husband's defense, came with it and pulled out all the old Meek goofy bad outfit choices, including one with the satchel bag. We had, but some of these were during Nicki's era, so you was walking with him while he had that on. Now don't pull it out later. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to use it against him, because you was with him when he had them outfits on. Now
that's a fact. So next thing you know, it ratcheted up, man. Nicki went on Twitter, and the whole war started.
Twitter fingers.
They going back and forth. Now Meek is kind of on the corny side with this. Should we read the tweets?
Let's just post them. We don't have to go through all of them.
She's unprepared.
No. So we can go on briefly over the good ones. And I think the best was Nicki's.
I low key don't want to. I don't even want to. I was gonna have you read Nicki Minaj's and I read Meek Mill's, but Meek Mill's so corny with it that I don't even want to read his shit. Like I don't even want to read. I don't. And even then I'd be obligated put myself in that position.
Voice, and I don't want to do all that.
I don't want to put myself in that position. So Meek Mill be doing too much. But one of the things that he understood later on was at one of the last tweets he said was, I'm on here arguing with my ex when I'm with my girl, which is Milano, which is true. Like you doing corny shit. Like why are you arguing and you got a whole new baby mama? You got a baby on the way. What are you arguing with your ex for? I wouldn't even pay them no attention. Like Jay-Z gonna fuck around and kick you out the circle. Like you need to tighten up. You need to tighten up.
Next brunch, you better chill.
Exactly. Like you doing the most out here in these streets. So.
But I do think that it did get ugly when they they brought up, of course, Nicki's brother, and then Nicki brought up Meek doing some woman violence as well. So I don't know, it kind of got ugly, and it was like it became real personal. So us out on the outside looking in,
Meek did say in a tweet, he was like, Nicki Minaj's little brother touched that girl too, because if you don't know, Nicki Minaj's older brother was convicted of rape of underage girl, And Meek in the text was like, in the tweet was like, Nicki Minaj's little brother was touching that little girl too. I don't know if that's snitch. It's not really snitching because at the end of the day, if it's a child molester, I'm gonna snitch on you too. Like I'm gonna call the police.
It dang sure couldn't have been too much of a secret. You know, if you brought somebody from the outside of the family in on it, you know, people must have known.
Yeah,
if that is really what happened. But I don't know if you remember though, when Nicki first started dating Mr. Petty, his rape charges start coming up. So her brother was on trial.
Different. It
definitely was. It definitely was. I agree.
Like he was 17 and the girl was 15. That's the case, all of us are child molesters at the end of the day. Like I was 17 messing with 15-year-old girls too. Like, I mean, oh my God, did I snitch on myself? Did I?
Yes, you should not be so proud.
But I'm saying, like,
no, I understand.
That's high school. Like, come on, like ain't nothing crazy there. So it's just that, you know, the criminal system, they fuck us up. You know what I mean? Black people that's coming to court with public defenders, they hit you with the maximum. Whereas if that was a white privileged individual, a white privileged kid, he probably would have got probation, you know, no time served, and he wouldn't have to register as a sex offender. But you know what they do to black people when we come into those courts. So anyway, Nicki need to stop putting her husband on the front line, because at the end of the day,
she wants him to be seen, though. She wants him to be seen. You know, with Safari, she had him in the background. She wants him to be up front.
See, that's the thing. Safari, like, Meek need to learn from Safari. Safari ain't worrying about no goddamn Nicki Minaj.
He had his time on Twitter with Nicki too. He had his back and forth before with Nicki
back in the day. He ain't worrying about no Nicki. Meek Mill talking about he wanted to see her new boyfriend, but she had him blocked and all type of stuff. Like, Safari ain't worried about no Nicki Minaj like that. He got his own. He got his new woman. He got his baby. His career is trash. Like, his music is trash. But
it got him a new wife, a new baby, and $1 million wedding.
That's the fact. That's the fact. But anyway, Nicki Minaj needs to stop putting her husband on the front line like that, because sooner or later it's going to backfire and it's going to be a wrap.
He might fight though.
No, I'm pretty sure he could fight, because from what I understand, he was with the shits in the streets. Right. But you got to understand something. If you fight Meek Mill, even though Meek Mill probably can't fight for nothing, we saw the boxing video back in the day when he was trying to box. He probably can't fight for nothing. But them niggas around him, they gonna form Voltron if something happened to him, and they gonna lay your ass down. So he need to really watch his steps. Them niggas around Meek ain't playing. You know what I mean? You ain't about to stop they bag or they kids from eating because you want to do something to the person that's putting food in their mouth. So he need to really relax himself and get his shit together. You know what I mean? Don't let Nicki Minaj get you in something and next thing you know, she's dead. Because when it's pop off, Nicki ain't gonna do shit. It's just gonna be you. You know what I'm saying? Against all them dream chasers.
Well, you see how Nicki didn't help Meek when he had problems, so she ain't gonna do nothing.
So it is what it is, man. We out of here on this one. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. All right, we gonna be coming with it consistently. So make sure y'all put on that notification, gang, so y'all know when we dropping that joint. All right.
All right, y'all.
Shout out, bye, YouTube.